Now a 1,000-yard rusher a season ago, Antonio Gibson with it.
And he's got some space here.
And he will step out of bounds all the way down at the 40-yard line.
A big play there on the first play of the game. 46 yards. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
On first down, right back to Gibson.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Powell.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
They'll run with Gibson.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
2nd down and goal.
Powell. His throw complete right side to Bates, the tight end.
They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Now they send a man in motion right.
Powell, 3rd and goal.
Rolling to his right.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Jamar Chase
with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Commanders will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
From the end zone, here comes Herbert. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 21. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. Coming right, this is Cook on the toss play. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They run it again with Cook. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Well, this defense for the Commanders, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And they needed to be because our offense struggled throughout the game. Sometimes as a defense, you're not just shutting down the opposing team's offense, but you have to
He's got a man, complete.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
He's going to go up top again. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown.
Boy, that route is really tough to cover because if they're running it correctly, you think it's really going to be a slam.
Yeah, well, we talk all the time about how it's tough to execute offensively, but you're saying, don't forget, it's tough to cover for the defense, too.
Yeah, the number one thing that you're taught is to not get caught inside or get beat inside. So you guard that a little bit more. It's like gives you a little bit more space to operate outside if you start your move initially inside if you're a receiver.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys?
He's got a man, complete.
And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20.
A huge play there for Washington. 59 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington.
Ja'Marr Chase
with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season.
And the Commanders have taken the lead. The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
From the end zone, here comes Herbert. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
Point after by Lambo, up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. These two teams all tied after one. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on the track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
He's put up numbers in this one by pushing the envelope a bit whenever he could with deeper throws. But let's play a little philosophy here. Some plays it works, sometimes they're ready for you. And that time, they were on guard. Incomplete.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big play that time on the catch and run. 38 yards.
Play action. It's Fields.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
The Bears at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Commanders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. First and 10 here for Howell and the Commanders.
At the 20.
Here's Gibson to start the drive.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9.
Howell out of the shotgun.
Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. He's got a man. Complete.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. On first down, Howell.
And he fires one that's intercepted. And they will score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And the lead is now 21-14. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick-6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 23 yards the pickup there. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
Howell throwing on first down here.
Escaping the pressure right.
Going right back to Dodson.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Howell to the air on first and 10.
Flush to his right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Trying to get away, but could not. After the sack on first down, Howell. And it's incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, situation, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Third and long, here's Howell. That's caught by Sims. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
There's another example where defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a fourth down.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on fourth down to bring up first and goal.
Gibson here running out of the gun.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. On second and goal, Howell to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
The man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
It really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. Touchdown!
Ja'Marr Chase
on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Commanders are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away.
From the end zone, here comes Herbert. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead, finish up the half, and get on out and talk about it. Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defensive credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Off play action, Fields.
He'll let this go for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
A very limited time left to get into field goal range before the half, and they tried to get it all on one throw right there.
Slot man moves right.
On play action, Fields.
He's going to let it go again. And this is caught. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Chase Claypool
in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Bears have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock.
Eluding the pressure right.
He'll air this one out deep for Sims.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick.
From the end zone, here comes Herbert. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. From the 24, Fields. He's going to look deep down the field. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Third down, here's a run by Cook. Disaster there, resulting in a loss of 7 on third down.
Let me get a little nautical with you, partner, because to me, that looked like a feeding frenzy of sharks out there. As soon as that play imploded, they all smelled blood in the water. Everyone screaming downhill, trying to get in on the hit for a big loss.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. Now, 1st and 10 here for Howell and the Commanders.
At their own 44.
First down, Howell to throw.
And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Thomas brings it in.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell.
There again is Thomas. They've gone to him a lot. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Throwing again on second down.
Howell.
And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
It's Howell with another throw.
Flushed out right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Second down and goal.
Howell. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
They always say that real estate is about location. Well, guess what? When it's a slant route, the quick ones, timing, timing, timing. Can't be able to lead your man with the football.
And the timing off right there. Threw it behind him.
Looking and finding Thomas in the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
It's a 6-yard touchdown pass.
And the Commanders are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And we are all tied at 28. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away.
From the end zone, here comes Herbert.
Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Bears. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's going.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
So now the other return teams out there, as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time.
He's got a man, complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Straight ahead, Gibson.
2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Throwing here, Howell.
Throwing left side, it's complete.
And the Commanders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Look at this, a tight end carry. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
With a play fake, and now here's how to throw it.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Second down, Howell back to pass.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. The quick slant caught.
Touchdown, Washington. Logan Thomas.
A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Commanders are an extra point away from evening this one up. The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
From the end zone, here comes Herbert. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
From the 39,
Fields.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That was a nice job defensively. You could almost see him going through the coaching points. Adjust, find the football, knock it away. Well executed.
Give to Cook out of the gun. And he's got the 1st down as he's up to the 45-yard line.
A play fake, now Fields to throw.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears.
Chase Claypool,
55 yards.
And the Bears, on the final play of the 3rd quarter, have taken the lead.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
And Howe will throw it.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Thomas. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
Back to throw, Howell.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Understanding he's just down one possession, trying to make something happen by extending the play, but the coverage downfield was excellent. He escaped and bought some time, but that one goes incomplete.
Second and 10, Howell. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Ja'Marr Chase.
An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Commanders are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter.
From the end zone, here comes Herbert. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a...
He's got a man, complete.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown.
Chase Claypool.
A 24-yard touchdown.
And the Bears answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Howe, he'll look to throw it.
He gets it to Thomas. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards, the final tally.
Now Howe.
Looking long for Thomas. And that is incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get him to completion.
Second down throw for Howell.
Throw left side complete. That's Sims. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 39.
fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. A gain of 13, it's a first down. And once more, Howe back to the air. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A gain of 32 that time. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Howe to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Jamar Chase from 8 yards out. And the Commanders are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. From the end zone, here comes Herbert. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite foot. Fields hit, and the ball is loose. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
I'm fairly sure that there's no good time to cough up the football. But this couldn't be much worse, could it? No. This situation, this yard line, no chance.
They set it on a T-form. They're already in field goal range here late in the fourth now.
Yeah, warm up the kicker. Just make sure they take care of the ball now. They've got a chance to put this thing away.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Here's Howell. He will find his man Chase complete.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4.
On first and 10, it's Gibson.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. After the loss, they'll come up second and 13. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. And they will take a knee and set up what would be a potential game-winning field goal try. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left.
Oh, that heart has to be pounding inside the chest of Joey Slye.
And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And his kick is right there. It's good.
And the Commanders are going to win this football game. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the Commanders,
they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for the Bears, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3 and 3. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots.